Yesterday, Gail, you said that you and your boys here were into the banya. You restarted the banya argument.
That's right.
Why? Seinfeld came out. That thing had to be 25 years ago, or at least 20 years ago. When are people just going to say the argument's done?
A week.
Soup. Is it a meal?
Is it a meal? Is it not a meal?
We'll be right back. Bennington. All right, so who were you fighting with about this soup thing, and why do you guys keep having dumb arguments?
The argument was between me and Chris Stanley.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said, I'm starving. I need to get some lunch. And he takes me to a soup place.
This is literally like the Seinfeld thing.
And I'm starving, and I said, this is not going to fill me up. Here's why my feeling is, for the most part, soup is not a meal. Because unless I'm chewing something,
I agree.
I feel like I'm not really getting a full meal.
No,
I feel like
right.
I'm drinking something.
Yes,
slurping on.
If someone said, "Look, I'm starving," I go, "Oh, I know a great coffee place. Just drink coffee." No. I mean, I guess you can fill up on a beverage, but that doesn't make it a
but
meal.
Do you want to? Now, I will say, yeah, are there bisques out there, certain cream-based soups that come in a bowl of bread that will fill you up? Yes, but if you're talking about a chicken noodle, you're talking about a puree?
Well, this is why.
What's wrong with the puree?
Here's why it's not a meal. You can drink it in a cup, right?
Yes.
Now, you ever hear of cup of fish or cup of meat?
No.
Or cup of chicken?
But
no, you don't have to. But you just leave it at no, and then drop the mic and step off.
If you're talking about
you just got your mind changed.
Broth or a puree, I'm not going to be filled. First of all, I'm going to get bored.
Yeah, but
it's the same flavor over and over. Like a pureed soup, like if you're talking about it like a pumpkin puree, a pea soup.
Some people like one flavor.
First of all, the pureed soups.
Name a meal that is just one flavor. No one eats just steak. You have a side. If
Crackers are your side for your soups.
That's not a side. A cracker is a fucking snack.
Yeah.
It's a snack thing. A cracker wouldn't come with a real meal. Let me tell you something, Chris.
Yeah.
If you went to someone's house and they said, "What are you having tonight?" and they're like, "Chicken," you wouldn't expect just to get chicken from them. You know what I mean?
If that's all they say.
Excuse me, is this a meal or just one fucking thing?
Look, I'd be confused, but I wouldn't say. I'd be like, all right, thank you for the chicken. I guess I'll just eat the chicken.
No, I wouldn't say thank you for anything. That's like saying thank you for waterboarding me. I guess waterboarding is a meal to him.
No, God, no. Look, all right, look, you're acting like I was taking you to a place that's just broth only. But there's stuff inside the broth. Like, let's say chicken noodles. All right, there's chicken and there's noodles inside the broth. So it's not just one thing. You get the texture of noodle. You get some goddamn chicken.
No.
First off, I had to get the heaviest soup, and I had to eat multiple pieces of bread, which at this point, I feel like I've eaten bread for lunch. I've eaten bread and sauce for lunch.
Why are you going out with a scumbag for lunch? You must be having an affair. No, the only way that you go to have lunch with someone is if you're having an affair. That's the only reason to go to lunch with another person. What time was this?
I'd say like 5 or something, 4:30.
It was like 4.
Can't remember.
Post show.
Yeah, right around there.
I was with you guys. We were smoking. Did you just slip out and go eat soup?
This was the other day.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't yesterday.
It wasn't yesterday.
I feel better about that.
There wasn't a secret soup without you.
No, believe me, I'd go like this. Oh, by all means, go have soup.
I would have invited you.
What?
Please,
why would you two go have appetizers together?
I'll wait for a meal. Well, yeah. I mean, even when you're in a restaurant, the soup comes before the meal.
Yes, but you can order soup as your entree. That's easy. You can talk to the waiter. Excuse me, sir. I want to have the chicken noodle soup as my entree.
In a decent fucking restaurant?
Yeah, no, they'll do that for you.
But here's the thing.
You've never been to a good restaurant.
How much bread and crackers are you eating that's going to fill you up? And essentially, that's what you're eating. You're eating bread and you're dipping it in a sauce.
It's an add-on to the soup.
You would never go into a nice fucking restaurant and say, "Bring me the soup as the entree." Now I know you fucking lie about anything just to win it.
No, I'm not lying. I am not goddamn lying.
You'll be escorted out in any fucking Midtown restaurant.
The next time we're all out for a nice dinner, you order a bowl of soup then.
Oh, yeah.
As we're all enjoying steaks.
Yeah. I will. You know why? Because soup's a meal, and I'll be satisfied, and I'll be happy with my choice.
You're being fucking held to this, dude.
Fine.
You're being held.
The next place is going to be really nice.
Yeah.
Good. It'll be a really nice soup then.
If they even have it, they'll be like this. I'm sorry, we don't have any soup or a restaurant.
Well, then, guys, we need to leave.
You want to go to a fucking soup kitchen.
Exactly. Soup kitchens. They're serving dinners to people all
No,
day
they're
long.
not.
Yeah.
They're serving soup to people.
And that's their dinner. That's what's giving them their nutrients for the day.
No, you don't get nutrients for the day at dinner. That's a lunch thing that you're talking about. And yes, soup is something you have at lunch.
Now, I know what some people are going to say. They're going to say the Vietnamese pho, the big bowl of soup. But here's the thing. You have to eat a bucket of it to get full. They bring a massive amount. It's cheating.
Fuck Charlie and whatever they're trying to give us as food. All right, let's go around. Joey?
Soup is not a meal.
Bullshit.
Thank you.
Bullshit.
I am glad to see this team lining up against this lying cocksucker. And guess what?
I'm not lying.
You don't even mean it.
Yes, I
You
do.
don't mean it at all. You're saying it
No.
just to be that fucking dude.
Look, soups, chowders, bisques, they're all a goddamn meal. It's specifically a soup. I mean, the chowders and the bisques, yeah, you got a little extra with that. And a puree is definitely a meal.
Puree is the most boring soup. To me, that's baby food. That's hot baby food.
Look,
When it's a
I
pureed
like the taste
Brussels
of
let me
sprout.
explain
No.
the Seinfeld Banyan thing, right? Banyan knew that by ordering soup, he would just get more Jerry time.
Exactly.
That's
the
it.
point.
Yeah, Bane's a scumbag.
He was doing it out of spite. He was purposefully ordering something that's not really a meal to keep
And-
getting more
Right.
time.
And now, in the case of that, I'm like, well, I'm on Jerry's side because he took him out for a meal. And it's not fucking Jerry's fault that he didn't order a meal,
Right.
right? If he just sat there and talked to Jerry about comedy, fuck you, that's still a meal.
Jerry was being a scumbag.
How was he being a scumbag?
He's
He
just-
took this fucking loser out.
He was always a
You know
dick to
how none of
Banyan.
your friends will have anything to do with you, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So you're the fucking Banyan of our group.
You're so Banyan.
I love Mendy's.
Except for your feelings on soup, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Brian.
Soup's a meal.
But personality.
Brian,
Hey, what's up?
what's up?
Is chili a soup or is chili?
Well, chili is a chili.
Yeah,
Chili's chili.
Well, why is it on everybody's list of soups?
Who's fucking making the soup list?
I
and
never
putting
saw
chili
that on
there?
the best.
You know
I
what?
never saw like a list of best soups and then have chili on there. Chili is
Chili's a
actually a meal.
chili.
It's all
Yeah.
over the South.
Yeah. Now, if we were saying he took me out for chili, is that a meal? Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's very hearty.
Yeah, and you're having meat.
Yeah, it's more meat and beans.
Too many beans. I'm not the biggest fan of chili.
You don't like a bean?
How do you not
There's too many,
like?
too many beans.
How do you
Oh,
not
God.
like?
Like I could take it or leave it. Like, oh, there's some chili.
You know what?
That's
Then
not
don't
re-
even touch it. You're not taking it at all. Let's go over here to Rich in Florida.
Hey, buddy. Hey, is gumbo a soup?
Gumbo's a soup.
Yeah, but
Here's
that
the
has
thing.
nothing to do with this
Gumbo's a meal.
discussion.
We're not saying what's
Gumbo
a soup and
is
what
not a.
isn't.
Go look at a picture of gumbo and then look at a picture of soup.
It's a meal, though.
Well, gumbo is like seafood. So in
It's
that
a seafood
case,
soup.
Yeah, there's plenty of dishes out there that it's like seafood and then it comes in a broth.
here's the other thing, Chris.
That's a disgusting
Just
soup
because
right there.
you, let me tell, if you have turkey and potatoes, right?
Yeah.
And you pour gravy over it,
Yeah.
are you now considering that a soup? Because that's basically what gumbo is, a gravy surrounding the actual food.
See, both. I have an image of gumbo here and an image of soup up here. I find it
I'm
equally
saying something. You're
appetizing.
fucking giving me a reason to be for gun control. Because if I had a gun, I'd be fucking opening fire right now.
Can I ask you a question, Chris?
Yeah.
That picture on the right,
Yes,
the picture of
the
soup. Look at that.
Yeah.
You call that a meal?
It looks delicious. Yeah, and I would be happy with that.
That's
oh,
not a
here's your
meal,
dinner.
though.
Here's your
You
dinner.
would
Thank you,
not
son.
get full.
A milkshake is thicker, and that's not a meal. And that, what you're looking at, is a bad, shitty milkshake that's melted.
Oh no!
The savory milkshake. And I guarantee if you ordered that out,
Yeah.
you would eat an entire loaf of bread along with it. And that's what you're filling up on. You're filling up on the bread.
You want to sop? You want to sop it up?
Making me crazy. I'm going crazy right now because I know you don't believe it.
Yes, I do.
You're just trying to get Mike time. Vito, soup. You're a big eater, right?
I love eating.
If Chris Stanley said, I'm taking you out for a meal, and you got that thing on the right that he is so proud of.
It looks
that
great.
fucking soup that looks like someone melted a banana, would you consider that a meal?
No, and I'd expect him to take me out for more food an hour later when I got home.
Chill out, Banya. All right. Look,
He is right.
That's insane. No, you got your meal. You got your soup. This is what I believe.
You don't believe it, Banyan.
I think everyone just hates broth. I think everyone has a problem with broth, especially Gail.
No one has a problem.
I have a
with
problem
it.
with the puree more than the broth.
Or
But
just saying
either
it's
way,
an appetizer. You know what I mean? I like an iced tea, but I don't think that it's a fucking meal. Doesn't mean I hate iced tea.
Well, there aren't noodles and meats in the iced tea or vegetables.
Well, there are in mine, Chris. Tommy in Maryland.
that's how he takes it.
know that.
Hey,
Hey, buddy.
Pepper, do you hate Ron today? Why
I
are you
love
trying to give
Ron.
him a stroke?
You know why?
love
Because
Ron.
I didn't sleep much last night. I had to come in early today. I'm going out tonight. So Pepper's like, how can I make today worse for Ron?
Oh,
I agree.
He hasn't even set up. This is what he hasn't even given us one example that could change one of. There's a jury of 4 right here, Gawker, and we're looking at you,
Yeah.
and we're leaning on Hogan's side.
And you owe us 140 right now.
John in Kansas.
You know, if Chris loves soup for a meal, he'd love this little buffet style at soup and salad place. It's called Sweet Tomato.
I've been to Sweet Tomato before.
how was the meal?
The salad and soup.
Yes.
It was salad and soup. It's something for ladies, and guys are like, you know what? I'm gonna really start and cut back a little bit. And then you go to the salad bar and you're just fucking putting corn and fucking muffins on it.
It's
Croutons.
Salad bar is the way to go, right, guys?
90% toppings.
Just carving it.
It's all crouton. It's delicious.
Like a good crouton?
Love a good crouton. Wish there was just, I eat a box of croutons right now.
You ever make your own?
No, never.
It's easy.
It's very, very easy.
Yeah?
You could then you put it right in your soup, and
Actually,
you could
that's-
call it fucking dinner for all I know. You know what? But
I would.
you can call it Christmas dinner. Come to Thanksgiving, we're having soup.
It's a turkey soup.
Anyone have a ladle?
What do you eat? Right out of the ladle?
I have.
I saw him eat a fucking sausage breakfast sandwich today in 2 bites. 2 bites.
Terrifying.
Literally was choking. And
the
then, but it wasn't bothering him. Like he just kept going, even though he was choking himself. You honestly, you make me want to shoot myself in the leg.
Look, I was just eating angrily because they'd have what I wanted to order, and this whole fucking
Yes.
breakfast all day shit from McDonald's is a fucking lie.
This is what
ruse.
happened to Chris. Not only did he not get what he wanted, but no one called him to see how he would like to change his order. So just as the bag's coming out, Vito's going, oh, and they don't have bacon and biscuit. So I gotta do the same as everyone else.
Thanks.
And I'm like, he's right there. You could check with him.
I got a fucking phone from 6 years ago I'm using. It gets text messages. Everything you can just contact the stand man.
Is that what you call yourself?
And no one else calls him that
It's one nickname that never stuck.
because you're giving it to yourself.
It
you
never
can't
works.
give yourself a next nickname.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so they fucked me over. So I ate that thing as quickly as
Who
possible.
fucked you over?
Joe, Jam Band, and Vito.
Jam Band did call because Vito knew.
Oh,
Going into it.
So then Jam Band, good work.
Well-
Vito, you're the dick.
Well, wouldn't you? I mean, the reason why Jam Band is calling is because, oh, Chris, we don't have what you want. But then Vito takes the phone and is like, no, that's fine. Just get
Get him whatever. You know why he
You
said it?
motherfucker.
He knew he was going to eat whatever in 2 bites. That's probably why.
All right, this is good. You know what? Gail's a great defender for you, Vito. And she did make a point that I've never seen. Now, here's the thing about Chris. If it's terrible, like if it's fucking uncooked chicken, he eats it the same way as if he's eating the best meal in town. It's not that and he'll never say, well, this is good. He never does it, this is delicious. He just eats fast.
Well, very quickly, yeah.
Yeah, so you can imagine how frustrated I was when he finished the soup that he fought for in 30 seconds, and I'm sitting there trying to eat my bread lunch.
Right, your bread lunch.
My wet bread lunch.
Come on.
Where'd you guys go?
Hale and hearty soups.
Oh, my God.
It's like, Gail, you're going to love this soup place. Come with me.
I have a great little soup spot that I go to.
He must be courting you because you're not going to take a woman out for a romantic soup unless you got something else in mind.
Nothing
Is that
but
what
soup.
it was?
Just
Were you
soup.
working me?
Yeah.
Soup on the mind. That's it.
Here's his deal,
Smells
Gail.
like it.
He is the master. He calls himself the master of the slow play. So you think you're making a friend, you're not.
Platonic.
Now, do you ever take Joe out for lunch? No. Do you ever take Vito out for lunch?
No.
Did he pay for you?
He did pay.
Oh my God!
I was being classy.
Are you handing over the receipt and trying to get money back for it?
Yes.
Then that's not
Okay.
paying.
I didn't know that.
Most things I buy in my life, I'm trying to expense.
Here is Jason.
Hey, buddy. Good afternoon. The only time I've ever seen soup be a meal is when I watched video of concentration camp.
It is true.
That was just one instance.
Sean.
Hey, Pepper, have you ever been to a restaurant?
Yeah, I've been to restaurants. I was one 2 days ago. Hale and Hearty.
Do you ever look at the menu?
Yeah, I know how to read a menu. It's on the wall.
Okay, so on the wall. So it's nicer restaurants when you open them up, the menu. What does it say? It says appetizers, soups, and then it says something
the restaurants I go to, one side's a salad station, the other side is a soup station.
This is
you got to get out more.
This is Stanley taking Gail out for one of his fake dates. Gail, may I recommend something from the bottom left-hand corner of the menu? That's where I do all my dining. He goes to a place called First Course.
I'll have 2 first courses, please. Oh my God.
I'll tell you why it's not a meal, right? Because have you ever, and I want you to think about this, and this is fucking ends it. This just popped into my head. In the history of the planet Earth and recorded history of man, no one has ever had soup and then ordered a dessert after. Ever. You never say, oh, my soup was good. It was good. Let's take a look at the cakes and pies. What do we have here? Because if someone went out for a soup and a pie, they would be insane.
That seems totally plausible.
And yet it's
really
never
weird.
happened, Chris. You even have to agree to that. No one's ever said, now, you know why? Because fucking, what is the name of your restaurant?
Hale and Hearty soups.
Hale and Hearty Soup doesn't have desserts. Why would they?
No, they have cookies at this counter.
Thank you. And a cookie is not a dessert either.
If you get like 3 or 4 of them, that's real dessert.
A cookie is like the appetizer of desserts.
It's true. It's the soup of dessert.
No, it's definitely not. They also, I think, have a Rice Krispie treat type situation over there too. And that's delicious.
Hale and Hearty.
It's my favorite restaurant.
I have gone to a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now, someone has tweeted me.
Oh, good.
Gumbo served over rice. See, soups can be meals. Yes, I ordered a bisque that had a rice because you need the sustenance.
That's why I said chili was a meal, because you put it over rice. It's meat over rice.
Yes.
That's a whole different... This is people trying to stretch the argument away from the central argument.
Yes.
And this, by the way, this is great if you're in the debate squad, but we're not. We're fucking friends trying to fix the society.
I'm only bringing... Look, I'm not bringing up any other stuff. I'm bringing up your broth-based soups. Look, you have a broth, it's filled with fucking noodles and chicken and vegetables and all other garbage. It's going to fill you up. It is a meal. It is a fucking liquid consisting of other fucking foods.
Tell the people what you ordered. What was the soup that you ordered?
I ordered vegetable chicken noodle is what I ordered.
I thought it was like a cream of tomato or something like
It's
that.
vegetable chicken noodle.
Chris, the last thing that you see is these thumbs going directly into your eyes. And I'm going to dig those fucking eyeballs out.
He's going to crush your head like the mountain.
Here is Ray in Georgia.
Hey, I was going to say Pepper said to eat soup and cookies. I think that's the soup kitchen. I don't think that's a restaurant.
It's a restaurant. It's not a soup kitchen.
Oh, okay.
All right, dude? I know what I'm talking about.
Here's Rick in Brooklyn.
You know, Hale and Hardy's nor Hale nor Hardy, but they do serve sandwiches there.
They serve like odd paninis, but you go in there for the soup. It's not Hale and Hearty paninis.
Listen, fuckballs, you owe the girl a meal, okay?
Fuckballs.
Thank you.
Out of respect, you owe her a meal.
I got her. I expensed her a meal. All right.
Well, if you were expensive, why don't you take her somewhere where she can enjoy it?
Yeah, it could have been a nice, like, sit-down lunch
Never think about
of
that.
solid foods.
Can I just add, Hale and Hardy doesn't even have a place to sit down. There's no seating area there.
For some reason, they removed all the chairs from the place. I guess they didn't want people lingering.
So I had to take it up to the office.
You are fucking disgusting.
I'm not happy about the no chair thing.